Ay, wow! Good evening. Good evening. Ang cute naman, may nakaabang agad. Thank you po, thank you po. Okay, share lang po muna natin yung live video. And I know some of you came in extra early with their questions. Siyempre, we have to share the video muna and we have to start when we are already yung to qualify with the question, siyempre kailangan nag-start na po muna tayo. So, let's share muna the live video. Yan. Ay, namaskaram din, Jel. Namaskaram. Okay, sandali, share lang natin yung live video muna. Okay. Yan. Okay. Hi, Gail. Good evening. Good evening sa'yo. Namaskaram din. I'm your angel. Ang cute naman nung name naman nun talaga. Hi, Jeffrey. Hello. Namaskaram, Jeffrey. See you Saturday. Excited ka na ba sa Saturday session natin? Okay. Ayun. Okay. Yan. Okay. Yan. Okay. Philip Russell. Ay, yeah, kausap kita. Namaskaram, namaskaram. Okay, yan. Oo naman, puwede na. Very much excited for Saturday. Yes, ako din because Saturday is our Reiki class, Reiki 1 class, and there are a lot of winners from last Saturday's kailan ba yun? Yung raffle natin from the 30th of November. Yan. Fingers crossed, Sir Mar. Hello, saan? Bakit? Anong meron? Bakit anong pini-fingers cross natin? May mina-manifest ba tayo? Ay naku, good evening. Ay, anong oras na ba yan? All the way from Sweden. Thank you so much again for joining. Thank you naman. So yeah, hold on. Fingers crossed, Sir Markila mo na. Sa alin? May mga mina-manifest ba tayo na hindi ko alam? Teka, baka naman may mga message ba kayo sa'kin? Ayoko muna kasing buksan yung inbox kasi baka mamaya magkaiba-iba yung yung order kapag Okay, all is well. All is well. I feel like is it Doc Wells? All is well. Hello, hello. Thank you for joining us all the way from Baguio. She's my fellow Reiki master. Na also a medical doctor. Wow, di ba? Galing. Okay. We're gonna be using our featured tarot card for tonight. If you've seen the yesterday's upload, nahuli ako ng sorry na. Medyo I really honored myself yesterday because sobrang dami kong ginawa the whole weekend. I even had a special class nung Friday. So I normally just teach Saturdays and Sundays, but I had a one-on-one session. It's a special class. It was upon request, and so I agreed. And then Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday, I had another. Saturday, it was a long day because it was a whole day class for intuitive tarot reading. And then Sunday, it was an early morning class up to 1. After that, I had a reading session. And then after that, nung gabi, meron pa akong I was training my batch of Reiki masters for this year. So, naubusan talaga ako ng time to upload the video for Sunday. So sorry na I uploaded it late, and I also took a day off the following day. Supposedly I had a special class, but that didn't push through. So I decided to take the day off. That's super ano naman. Alam mo na, if I always promote balance in all of our life aspects, I have to be a clear reflection of that as well. Oh, kakabit ko na ang aking boya. Yan, okay. Ayaw nga. So, ayun nga. So, very good. So, I know this is really gonna be another meaningful night for everybody because you know how it is. This is a night where we all enjoy a lot of guidance and wisdom. Most of you will have a good opportunity of joining and participating in our reading session for tonight. Pero sa mga hindi naman masyadong papalarin, huwag kayong masyadong mag-alala dahil any of you participating and watching, joining our session for tonight, you have a very good chance to also, number one, win prizes because every month we have a monthly draw. We give away workshop passes to everybody, lahat ng mga winners natin on a monthly basis. So every time that you join our live session, you are entitled to join and to have our raffle. Kaya please stay tuned and stay until the end of our session because at the end of our session, we take all of your names and then lahat kayo pwede kayong sumali in our pwede na kayo lahat sumali in our raffle. Also, we are partnered with celestialblue.ph. Every session, we will have an amazing winner of an abundance crystal bracelet courtesy of Celestial Blue. Yan ba ang mga minamanifest ninyo? Okay. Kaya ba yung mga sandali, bracelet sana. Ay, ayun na. Oo, yun nga. Speaking, yung bracelet. Okay, sige. So yes, everybody will have lahat po ng mga viewers natin, lahat ng mga ating subscribers then as well, you all have a very good chance of winning Abundance Crystal Bracelet courtesy of celestialblue.ph. Nako, yan. Yan mga siyang gumagawa ng aking mga crystals. Yan. Okay, so before we start, let me just key in our guidelines for tonight here, and then we will officially start our session na. Dahil ang goal natin is masagot lahat ng mga katanungan nyo, and then dahil nag-iingay na ang inbox ng naka-vibrate lang. Okay, so sandali. Let me just type in, and for everybody to participate in tonight's session, syempre, you know how it is. Ang requirement lang po natin is to share our live video in your social media. Okay? And then, of course, you have to take a screenshot of that and then send it to our inbox and our Facebook page. It's Everyday Reiki with Marky. And then, libre na magtanong. We're going to be answering one question at a time. First come, first serve basis po tayo. And I know some of you will have multiple questions. As much as possible, we will just finish the queue first. And then, kapag naubos natin yung ating queue of questions, and we still have time, and then that's gonna give us more time to go a run through of your other questions. Okay, so please continuously share the live video and trusting that this session tonight will be extra meaningful. Okay, let me just type in our guidelines for tonight. And I'm so I'm so excited kasi sino mananalo ngayon. Mukhang marami tayong mga nagma-manifest sa mga bracelets natin na. Pero syempre, don't worry because this is really not, if hindi naman tayo masyado magiging mapalad tonight, don't worry dahil every time we're gonna have a live session, meron tayong equal chance. Okay? So sige, type ko lang muna yung ating guidelines for tonight. Ay pala ka, saan mo yung tina-type ko? Ito pala. Okay. Okay. Nagkatabi pa yung dalawang name ninyo, Gail tsaka did I say it right? Gail by Gail o bracelet. Ay shush! Mga nagma-manifest, ayan. Sige, galingan lang pagpe-pray, pagma-manifest. Sabayan niyo ako in prayers mamaya para malakas ang manifestation natin. Okay, take a screenshot. Okay. Also, make sure that all of your questions will be very specific. Also, learning from last week's session, some of you medyo kulang yung ano ha, medyo kulang yung sometimes nagsisend ng questions pero wala yung requirements ng screenshots that you've shared the live video. Of course, syempre for us to qualify, kailangan we follow the guidelines. Syempre we have to be fair with everybody. So just in case na hindi po complete yung ano natin, I'm still gonna give you a chance. But of course, we're gonna honor yung next sa queue po natin who were able to provide the complete na ano natin, na requirements po natin. Your questions are specific. Okay. Let me just pin this post. Ayun. Okay. So, good evening everybody. Next, mag-start na tayo sa session natin. Ang gusto ko talaga, marami tayong matulungan for tonight. So, you know that I am a practicing Hindu, so I will be chanting and saying my prayers in Hindu. Now, I highly encourage everybody, no matter which religion or belief system we are all following, join me in prayers and let us all gather in God's name. Let's pray for guidance, wisdom, and protection for our session for tonight. Okay? Om. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshvara, Gurur Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshvara, Gurur Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshvara, Gurur Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Jai Shri Mahavishnu. Good evening, everyone. My name is Marky Mendoza. I'm a Reiki master and teacher and also an intuitive tarot reader and teacher. Welcome to your official Tuesday night habit, and this is Tarot Tuesdays. Now, every Tuesday night, we provide free tarot reading for everybody. So, sa lahat po na may mga katanungan, anything that concerns your love life, syempre, nako, importante yung health natin, and of course, yung career din natin, send them over, libre lang po magtanong. All it takes for you to qualify to ask a question is that first share this live video and then take a screenshot po. Yung any of your social medias will do, basta po i-share po natin sa ating social media. And then also, oh, by the way, I know some of you are sending it directly to direct messages lang to some of the people. Wag naman sa DM lang. O share lang natin sa news feeds natin, okay? And then, also, once you've already sent a screenshot, please send it nga pala sa ating Facebook page. It's Everyday Reiki with Marky. It is also, the instructions are also placed here in our comment section. Nakapin post po yan. Also, lahat po na magpa-participate natin ngayon, we're gonna answer your questions first come, first serve, one question at a time. So kung ang question naman po natin is that ang mga magpa-participate for tonight, saan ko magiging, ano ang magiging basis ko sa pag-read ng mga energies ninyo? And that's it. We are gonna be reading your energies. Kung ano man po ang ating mga katanungan, I will be basing the possibilities through your current thoughts, your current emotions, your decisions, and your actions. And once all of those four are factored in, it will all be subjected to the universal law of cause and effect. For the Christian or the Catholic faith, we call it the Golden Rule. For us Hindus, we call it the law of karma. For science, we call it Newton's third law of motion. In every action, there's always going to be equal or unequal action-reaction. Simply, it's a universal law of cause and effect. So, sa lahat po na magtatanong natin, kung kayo magtatanong at ang tanong ninyo is concerning your life, your love life, your career, ibig sabihin, sa energy ninyo kung hahanapin ang sagot, pwedeng-pwede po ito at napaka-accurate ng mga energies na mababasa natin. Now, some of you, pwede ang mga tanong, instead sa directly energy ninyo kung hahanapin ang sagot, it may entail na sa ibang energy ko hahanapin ang kasagutan. At kung hindi nila alam na gagawin ko yun, this is simply a case of either it's called overstepping or simply it's invasion of privacy. And may karma po yun. Yung karma hindi mapupunta dun sa nagtanong, kundi dun sa sumagot. Doer of the action po lagi. So, therefore, ang mga questions niyo sometimes it will still be concerning relationships. Pwede naman nating sagutin. However, para wala lang tong karma, hahati-hatiin natin ang energies involved, including your energy, and wala na siyang karma. However, there is just a strict warning na just in case this is gonna be a question concerning more energies involved in one question, any given time, kahit matapos yung session natin, and then people included in the question, nag-iba yung energies nila, their thoughts, their decisions, their emotions, and their actions, malaking-malaki yung chance na pwedeng maiba na rin yung outcome na nabasa natin. That's why, sabi ko nga, ang pinaka-accurate na makikita natin is only according to your own energy dahil yung sarili mo lang energy ang ating makokontrol. Now, in tonight's session, we are going to be using this is the featured tarot deck. I've been using it if you've watched the yesterday's episode for the weekly tarot reading. By the way, if you haven't watched it, naku, maganda energies natin, especially towards the weekend. Exciting, ha? But it's a little tricky kasi alam niyo na, the mindfulness, laging meron doon. And so, lahat na magpa-participate sa mga sa mga session natin for tonight, you are all gonna get 3 cards each which will present kung ano man ang past energy natin, kung anong pakiramdam ng past energy natin, and what your current energy looks like, and kung saan papunta ang ating current energy. This is gonna give you a very clear overview of what your energy is about. Now also, I know some of you, as you're gonna be asking these questions, I know, marami po tayong katanungan, and sabi ko nga, it will all be based in your current energy. Kung ano man po ang mga magiging question natin, and ang hahanapin lang natin is either gonna be favorable or not so favorable. Ganun lang makikita natin. If it's gonna be favorable, pwede pa natin pagandahin by improving your thoughts, your emotions, decisions, and actions. However, kapag hindi naman masyadong favorable yung nakita natin, all we need to do is to shift our energies as well. Shift your thoughts, your emotions, decisions, and actions, and then we're good to go. Now, sa lahat naman ng lahat na magpa-participate sa atin tonight, may dalawang klaseng card na pwede tayong makuha, either a major card or a minor card. So that means, kapag ang mga questions natin, you will get a major card, it's going to give you a very clear, it's a very clear either blessing or pwede ring warning. Kapag minor cards naman, ibig sabihin may mga tatrabahuhin lang tayo. So since 3 cards ang kukunin natin, the more affirmative na sagot na may bibigay ko is the more major cards din yung makukuha natin. The lesser, that gives you an idea of the effort pa na kailangan nating i-exert for us to manifest better blessings. Okay? So, ayan na. I wanna say hi muna sa lahat. Ay, Alian, Mascaran, maraming salamat for joining tonight's session. So, okay. So, medyo maingay na yung ating inbox. So, simulan na natin para marami tayong tulungan for tonight. And also, this is to remind everybody sa lahat po ng ating mga participants and lahat po ng mga viewers natin for tonight, please stay until the end of our show because you're all gonna win some prizes. You have a chance to win one winner ng Abundance Bracelet courtesy of celestialblue.ph. Ayun na, ang dami nagmamanifest here sa comment section. And also, syempre, kung hindi naman tayo mapalad to win our Abundance Bracelet, okay lang yan dahil may chance pa rin kayo to every person who will be staying at the end of our show, you will each have an entry to join our monthly raffle, because we're going to be giving away workshop passes. We're going to be giving away emotional healing classes, crystal work for modern living. We also have meditation and life-changing mantras, Reiki 1, and Vedic astrology. And this is going to happen for our January schedule na. And this weekend, sabi ko nga, and this is going to be the last weekend for us. So, marami tayong winners na who will be joining our Saturday class. Congratulations sa inyo, by the way. So, ayun na, simulan na natin ang ating schedule. Ay, okay. Simulan na natin. Aba, finally. Nako. Alam mo, I'm so happy naman. Okay. Dahil yung first nating participant for tonight, naku, nakailang sessions na tong hindi masyadong umaabot. So, ginalingan for tonight, very good. So, here we go. Ayan. Hello din, Cuckoo Clock. I like your username, by the way. There must be a good reason why you chose Cuckoo Clock, and I'm all for that, though. Okay, so, sandali. Okay, tingnan natin. Okay, here's the question. Sir Marky, readings po for boyfriend na apam, malapit na po bang mag-materialize? Nako. Galingan natin dahil ilang linggo na natin medyo ilang linggo na natin inaabangan tong question na to. Finally, we're gonna get your answer. Sige, tignan natin. Of course, for me, the affirmative answer, syempre, kailangan lalabas dyan. Maraming major cards. And also, if we're gonna be asking for a love aspect of our life, ang isa sa mga pinaka-affirmative dyan, syempre, if we get the Lover's card as a major card. So, para naman mas specific and klaro natin, and I know we have something to look forward to then for 2022. Tingnan natin yung kapalaran natin when it comes to yung energies natin when it comes to love for 2022 para mas specific. Sige. Let's check para sa first participant natin na ilang linggo nang ginagalingan. So, tignan na natin yung energy of finding love. May special request? Kailangan AFAM. Actually, AFAM is a very a foreigner around Manila. I believe that's what it stands for, according to my social teacher in college. So, tingnan natin. But technically, if it's around Manila, and then we can get that. But I believe the target is a foreigner. So, let's see. So, let's get you 3 cards. Sabi ko nga, ang pinaka-affirmative is dapat we get major cards for us to have a very steady na answer. Okay? Sige, tingnan natin yan. Okay. Kalma lang. Okay, so here we go. By the way, I'm using the Wizard's Tarot, one of my first tarot decks when I had it. Ang ganda niya, no? Ito yung likod niya. Ang cute niya, di ba? Okay, so 3 cards para sa first participant natin. Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh wow. I am so blown away because oh my gosh, I'm so happy for you. Oh my gosh. I confidently say yes without a shadow of a doubt for 2022. This is gonna happen. So I want you, can you please keep in touch with me until this materializes? Because oh my gosh, what a way to start our session for today. First question, 3 major cards. So, oh wow. So yeah, congrats. Okay. Babasahin ko pa ba to? You got 3 major cards. If you can remember, and if you can remember, if you can also watch, this is episode 6. Ay, no. Episode 3. Episode 3 of yung yung sa vlog, ng After All vlog ni Bessie, si Jenny Lynn, tsaka si Dennis, di ba? And as you may all know, I've taught how to read tarot for your Bessie, si Jen. And if you watch the video, yung third episode ng vlog niya, she asked that question herself and she got 3 major cards. So without a doubt, okay? So, and of course, she's pregnant. And okay, so without a shadow of a doubt, and you know what? We have 78 cards here, diba? Ganito kakapal yun, 78 cards. And then I just pulled out these cards randomly. And yeah, congratulations. So, here is an amazing reading for you. I'm so excited. Oh my gosh. Here we go. So mukhang nagma-materialize na ang ating mga manifestation. I'm gonna be so excited for you. First of all, we have the moon. We have the moon card here. And this is, look at how amazing is this card right here. The energy of the moon, actually, The energy of the moon kasi, it always resonates the unknown. Kasi you know how it is. You would only get a chance to see a moon, of course, in the phases that you have to go through the phases before you get to witness the fullness of the moon, and that's one. Also, syempre, you only get to witness it at night. So that in that concept na madilim, in a dark na situation, but then again, the moon is gonna be there to serve as your guide, and it literally still serves because of the possible emotions and feelings in darkness. The energy of the unknown or the fear of the unknown is always gonna be there. But with the guidance of the moon, what I like about this is it always offers a sweet surprise. Honestly, napakyaw mo yung pinakamagagandang cards for tonight's session in just one question. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Wow, I think you made a world record because we've been doing this. We've been doing this for since 9 months na. We've been doing this for 9 months and walang nakakuha ng first question na 3 cards. May nakakuha naman na. Hindi, wala pa nakakakuha ng 3, ng perfect 3 major cards. So yung first participant lang ang unang nakakuha. Oh my gosh, you made history here. So, here is the second card. Another amazing card to get, the Magician. The Magician is the manifester card. So that means this is definitely going to manifest because this is a part not just of the things that you're really meant to experience, but of course with the Magician here, you've known how to manifest this. You know how this will, and just to let you understand, actually, sabi ko nga kanina itong first participant natin ngayon has been trying to join our session, kaya lang natatabunan lagi yung questions because magagaling yung mga natin, yung mga participants natin, lagi yan, they know when to send their questions, as in early on, the moment that I start my live, they send the questions right away. But ang first participant natin never changed to question. The vision is clear, the questions are clear. In short, imagine mo and this is the third week na I've received this question, but this time ngayon lang na in 3 weeks, same thoughts, same emotions, same form of energy. Bakit hindi talaga yan mamamanifest? Because if it's really something that you process in your thoughts every time, and then you keep thinking about it majority of the day, and all of your decisions and all of your actions and mostly the emotions are driven towards one vision, of course you're gonna manifest that. So congratulations. Now, where it's leading. Okay. Look at this. It's a very you got the karma card, but actually this is just called the karma card here. But this Roman numeral 20 card is the judgment card, which is also the card of completion. So in short, this is really something that will be kumbaga a part of your manifestation bucket list or whatever you would want to call it. This is really gonna be check na yan sa ating bucket list. So I'm gonna be very very happy for you, and bigyan kita ng bonus dahil natuwa naman ako dun sa what you call this, dun sa magandang pasok ng first question natin. I'll give you another bonus reading. Ikaw lang to, sa'yo ko lang gagawin to. I'll give you the timeline when you will get to meet the person. By the way, of course, you may have guessed it. It has to be online. Okay, it has to be online. I'm sure naman nandun yung venue na inaano mo. Anong tawag? Yes, to confirm, this is online. I'll give you the timeline. Okay. You have to be patient lang, ha? You have to be patient lang. Okay, you have to be patient lang kasi nakikita ko pa to October. Okay? But October, teka, is it, anong klaseng ano na ba yun? Is it just meeting or what? Meeting? Okay. So, by October of next year, this is really something that is meant for you to receive kasi naalala mo yung tanong natin for 2022. So, for October of next year, 2022, this is going to be the day. But of course, anong tawag dito? I want you to still remain very focused with you manifesting the same energies. Okay? But definitely, if there's one thing that's clear for you, you may be getting this by October, but of course, what the more important thing to focus on is that it's meant for you. I'm so happy for you. Congratulations. And thank you for joining Tarot Tuesdays. I feel like okay na, ikaw na nanalo. Okay na tayo. So I guess thank you po for joining tonight. May nanalo na. Oh my gosh. Congrats. Ikaw na. Good evening, everybody. My name is Marky Mendoza, and we just kicked off our session with a bang. And this is your Tarot Tuesdays, your official Tuesday night habit. And libre lang po magtanong sa atin. All we need to do is share the live video in your social media and take a screenshot of that. And then libre na po magtanong, send it to our inbox. You can check our pin post here in our comment section. Ay, ang dami na nagwawala dyan. Yes, bakit baka may mga nagwawala na sa comment section? O, di ba? Anyway, congratulations. Okay. Sobrang excited na una. Okay. Okay. Hello din, Piolo Buan. Hello, Piolo. Oh, ikaw ng Piolo. Okay. Excited na, wait lang. Thanks, sir. Sobrang excited, sir. Nauna pala ako. Jahe tuloy ng Anong construction Nakakatawa ka. Alam mo, wag ka masyadong diyan, wag ka masyadong ma-excite diyan because anong tawag dito, you deserve this. You deserve this. So, congratulations. Balitaan mo ako, ha. Balitaan mo ako. Okay, at dahil may nanalo na, next question na tayo. Ayan. Okay, next. Okay, ito na. Ating next participant natin is okay. Oh, okay. So, ang question ng ating next participant is love, for love, been single for still single, been years now, 7 to 8 years, and for career, I'm planning to resign with my current. Wait lang. So, unahin muna natin because the first question you asked about love. O sige, tingnan din natin. Baka puro love ang mga natin. Well, sa bagay, last time for the past few weeks, puro career yung mga career yung question. So yeah, tingnan naman natin ang love aspect. Okay, love aspect muna. For 2022, let's make it clear. Tingnan natin yung love aspect for 2022. Parang yung ating first participant na nanalo na namakyaw ng mga major cards. Ikaw na. Okay, ikaw na ang blessed with specific pa ha, a fam. So ikaw na. So ultimate manifestation yan. Great work, great work. Hats off. Okay, tingnan muna natin. For 2022, love for our second participant. Okay, tingnan muna natin. Okay, first card. We have the second card. Okay, and this is your third card. Okay. All right. And by the way, as you can see, the imagery ng ating bagong featured tarot deck for the month, napakaganda, no? It's one of my favorites. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. So, we have hindi rin papatalo hindi rin papatalo sa second participant natin. So, we have one major card. Okay? So, and this is the energy for next year. Now, anong tawag dito? Since there's one major card, pero actually pakinggan muna natin. So, in short, there is really one good lesson that I'm going to share with you. Okay? So, number one, anong tawag dito? And this is where the first major card, or the only major card rather, in your question is the sun. But actually, this is one of the most important cards for me. Anong tawag dito? Na the sun, with the sun is here. Napakaganda kasi yung energy ng the sun eh. And this is your card, by the way. And this is how it looks like. And look at that, how amazing the imagery is. Now, sabi ko nga ang mga major cards natin na it always represents something that also represents a grand na energy. And look how grand the sun is. Being the sun is being the energy source of our whole universe. But also, kung kanina na pag-usapan natin yung energy ng moon, the energy of the sun, remember, as the sun rises, it brings so much hope. Okay? I mean, after a long period of darkness, and then the sun shines upon all of us, and it does not discriminate. In short, this is also an energy of selflessness, okay? Because it's always about sharing, giving life, giving light. So, also, this is about your current energy. I mean, this is what the past energy is. And talking about your energy, and this is really the sun, it really literally shows the readiness here. It literally shows the readiness that you're ready for you to have a relationship. You are now ready to put yourself out there. But again, putting yourself out there as readiness is just the tip of the iceberg. There are still as much things that we need to focus on. Most necessary thing to look at are the lessons from the past. Okay? Now, anong tawag dito? The first energy here really resonates that as you're ready to be someone else's joy, someone else's hope, someone else's happiness, someone else's source of energy, this is what your second card is about, which resonates your what your current energy is, and it really feels like you're really doing the extra legwork for this. So we have nine of wands. Ang ganda ng imagery, no? And every time we get wands, by the way, every time we get wands in our tarot cards, it will always signify the energies of hard work and effort. So what you're currently doing, you really are exerting efforts. You're really, literally putting yourself out there. You're really doing the legwork so that you would eventually find that love or eventually be ready for that relationship. But there is also a good reminder as you're doing this. I know for a long time there is a very good reason why the decision for being single has always been there. But at the same time, it's a decision because there are some experiences that happened in the past. Okay. Now, no matter what your past has given you, there is an important thing that you have to realize, not just of that experience that happened in the past. Yung experience kasi na nangyari sa past na yun, and as you're processing it, it's just really part of the lesson that you need to learn. There was a time that you were with someone, and then you were able to give your best, and then there were some misunderstandings, issues that were able to arise, most especially the trust issues that you've experienced in the past. But that experience, it didn't literally make you jaded or what. You just knew after that relationship, you've known your worth. Basically, you've known your worth, and it became stronger. The idea of what your worth is became stronger this past years that you've been focusing on yourself, because you of course you wouldn't want to settle for less. And as you don't want to settle for less, of course the energy that you know what you deserve is what we're aiming for. So I know there's this list that you're wanting to meet every single time, or like a criteria that we wish to maintain, or the traits that we would want the partner to have. And syempre, every single time, at let's say if there are 10 things in that list, it's like, anong tawag dito, hindi naman siya as strict as if that it has to be everything, but you have your non-negotiables. But you have your non-negotiables. As you have your non-negotiables, and every time you go through this, syempre, and you know how it is. Anong tawag dito, what happens is that we get to meet people with a certain standard, with a certain trait, with a certain expectation. Of course, the people are expecting the same. The people that you're wanting to connect with also have the same. And when they have the same, and of course, you get to compare all of those. And then, what are you learning? What are you experiencing first when you get that? What are the experiences and the emotions that you get to experience whenever, let's say, you go out with someone, and then you get to lay down all the cards. These are the things that I would want, these are the things that I would prefer. And what if the same person offers you the same thing, and what kind of experience does it bring? Do you bring out an energy of um contest right there, because who has a better list? Or can you match this one, and can you be this person, or can you bend backwards for me? It's really like, and somehow that can be in a, consider mo yun, parang it's like in a form of negotiation, parang ganun. And what kind of experience do you get out of that? And the kind of processing that you go through, let's say, when you're going to start weighing things out, na parang, okay, ito yung na-experience ko, kamusta naman kanina? How is the person? Is it something I'd be okay with? Or, okay lang. But whenever you decide na, hindi, okay na. Nope, not for me. And every time you go there, every time that you experience that, what do you honestly learn? What are the things that you learn when you say, hindi, okay, hindi, next na, meron pa yan, yung ganun. But what do you learn? What do you get? And what do you actually develop every time that you go through that process? And then, all I'm saying is that there is so much learning every experience. Every time that you get to set these standards because you know your worth, and every time that you would want to fulfill those and you want to honor those, because again, who would not want to honor that? Especially pag alam mo na yung worth mo. I do that. I do that. But at the same time, you still have to be mindful, ano bang experience ang meron? Anong honestly, what is the underlying message every time you go through that? Is it really gonna be a continuous cycle na because you are in search of this ideal na person that you believe you would prefer to spend your time with, your life with, the kind of hope and disappointment that you keep to process, and then the part of the part of the doubt and fear, is this, does this person really exist, o kaya what I would want to to have because I have this list, does this person even exist? To be honest, of course that person does exist. Okay, to answer you directly, yes, because there's always one amazing person out there na would definitely be the most desirable partner. But that is just the tip of the iceberg. Every single time that we wish, we wish, and we pray for those things to manifest, have we equally prepared ourselves to also be the person's expectations, or at least the person's dream person, or the ideal person of the other person? So that means, and if you know yourself well, if you know what are the good traits and the things that you know can possibly not gonna be a personality that people may easily adjust to, and then how are you gonna deal with that? It's so easy to dream of having someone, but that's just part of it. For us to fulfill that manifestation, we should also play our role. May equal responsibility lang tayo. Hindi nang natin sinasabi kay God, God, paki-prepare mo na ngayon para sa akin, without us preparing our own selves. Remember, pag dumating na yung the one, and pag if it's time to manifest, and then imagine if there are things that you need to work on your own, and then you're still just gonna work on that when the one comes in, and then it's in a form of adjustment, and then what if the person cannot stand it? So meeting the one is just the tip of the iceberg. Kailangan siyang trabahuhin. You have to make it work. And let's say if it turns out that it's going to be favorable for both of you, and this progresses into an actual relationship, that's again just the tip of the iceberg, because we have to continuously and consistently work for it. We have to make sure that this is really something that would work the rest of your life, if that is the goal, of course. And I believe when we see, and when we pray for the one, the goal is to have them the rest of our lifetime. And so, how do we work well with these people? In the end, there's really so much to do. But this is really a process. This is a good message that I've given you. Imagine, from what you carry, from what the things that you feel is a very good definition of the ideal, it's now down to be this one. Set yourself free from um any form of judgment. Any form of judgment towards other people and towards your own self. And I know there is a very good lesson of acceptance here. If you first accept the things that you like about you, and also equally accept the things that you may not necessarily like about you, and then that is a very good step. Why? Because some of us, when we pray for good blessings, good things to happen for us, it's so easy to just acknowledge the good. But we also need to acknowledge, accept, and to a certain extent, do something about the not so good part of us. Because again, when that time comes, hindi naman yan question ng kung ibibigay o hindi. We are all meant to get that. One way or another. We are all meant to get that lesson. But what kind of lesson are you ready and willing to embrace? Take the time. Take the time, as we still have time to work on this. Take the time for you to really accept there are things that you may not necessarily control. And that's the beauty of it. Okay? Imagine if you also don't allow if you also don't allow these things to change, diba? And what if the person would demand that? What will you feel, and what will happen? Will you just start processing it if it happens? Like, let's cross the bridge when we get there, or would you rather prepare yourself so that no matter, because anyway, pag dumating na yun, diba? Who knows? Sometimes it just fits perfectly like a glove, but more often than not, adjustment phase will always be there. So how are you gonna gear towards that? Good thing to process, and I'm telling you, it all starts with acceptance. Thanks for joining Tarot Tuesdays. So good evening, everybody. Gusto ko na sagutin yung mga tanong ninyo. So if you're here and you're new here, welcome po. Maraming salamat for joining us. By the way, please stay until the end of our show, because every viewer will have an equal chance to win. We are giving away one abundance crystal bracelet courtesy of celestialblue.ph. And by the way, the bracelets that we're going to be giving away is 1,000 pesos worth of crystal bracelets for abundance courtesy of celestialblue.ph. If you want to follow him in Instagram to see the amazing work, it's at celestialblue.ph. So, kumukuha na ako ng cards. Tingnan muna natin yung next participant natin. So for you, welcome po. For us to participate, just check our pin posts and make sure that you follow the instructions. And then, let's proceed to our next participant. Ayun. Okay. Yun. Okay, so here we go. Hi, Master. Namaskaram. Namaskaram din. So, I've been into a relationship for more than 12 years, but until now, hindi pa po nag-level up relationship namin. Here is my question. What will be my love status for 2022? If you are referring to, anong tawag dito, if you're gonna tie the knot, anong tawag dito, and it seems like with the intensity of the question, anong tawag dito, and you know what, I've given the same advice. I've given the same advice to someone who asked the same. I'm gonna give you the same question because ganito yan ha. Anong tawag dito? And I am not saying na ano, I am not saying na these things are not bound to go elsewhere or it's not meant to, as you said, level up, but it pretty much sums up that you're really wanting for this to level up. And I feel like in the last 12 years, this has been one of the most amazing lingering questions in your everyday life. And imagine for 12 years, bit-bit mo yan. So my say, para hindi mo na siya bitbitin, that may cause a little fear, a little doubt, a little anxiety, it doesn't hurt to ask it yourself. Not necessarily na ikaw yung magpo-propose, but why don't you start opening up that topic? Not necessarily to bend that knee, offer a ring or what. Because it's for you. It's for you. Not for anyone else. It's for you. It's for your peace of mind. It's for you to be free of that lingering question that may necessarily limit you from your happiness. Kasi ito yung nangyayari dyan. Imagine mo, bit-bit mo siya for 12 years, na everyday gigising ka for 12 years. Sabihin mo, maghihiya na ba? Eto na ba? O kaya magsasend yun ng mga yaya na mga either out of town or ng mga dates, and every time you're always gonna have that lingering in your mind. And honestly, I'm just feeling the energy there. And no matter how serious this question lingers to you every day or not, it has always been there. And if it's only in the end going to present you na parang ganito, halimbawa, if you're gonna be having a dinner date, and then you're expecting that you're gonna dress your best, you're always gonna be your best, so that if ever it happens, at least you're like glammed up, hindi ka mukhang prepared in the videos and etc. And then if it doesn't happen, parang but anyway, I had fun, but imagine my feeling na yun. If that moment was meant to be spent with you in all hopes that it's going to be for happiness, and the person has exerted the effort for you to feel the happiness, but a part of you is feeling disappointment just because we were not able to open up this question, or at least to open up the entire concept of taking it to the next level. Imagine the torture that you're giving yourself. Imagine what you have to go through only to just satisfy you with just one question. Is it something coming in the future, or is it something that we can plan? And there are many creative ways on how we're gonna talk about this. And then I've met couples then, because I do reading sessions for couples as well. And some of them, and as I've read for them before, some of them never really had an actual proposal. Some of them literally just talked about their family right away. Would you want to do investment? You want to move in with me? Would you want to start investing? You wanna joint account so that we can start planning for the future? It was not necessarily like a romantic setting wherein one bends the knee and then you offer the ring. It's in a romantic dinner date. Sometimes it's really just because we know we're meant for each other, and I'm ready to not beat around the bush and then start this life with you together. And honestly, Honestly, there's nothing wrong with that. And I hope this is really also the time and age we're in. Not just that everybody is, pushing for the equality for everybody, but at the same time, we never wanted to have stereotypes. So one of the stereotypes possibly out there is that only men can propose their love over women. In a time of we all crave for equality and we cry for equality, I don't believe it should matter kung sino yung magtatanong, kung sino magi-instigate. And also, I'm really just all for how you're feeling, honestly. And even without taking the cards. Kasi ganito, eto na naman. And in my decision, I'm not gonna get cards for you. You know why? Kasi imagine the kind of torture I'm going to give you. Bubunot ako ng cards and ang tatanong ko is 2022 and you've been hoping, you've been praying for a while na I'm gonna answer your question knowing that I can give you an accurate answer. But then again, two things may happen. I may give you a good news here, but I can also disappoint you. And look what energy you will be feeling and processing on Christmas. Imagine this is the holidays, and you're gonna be processing this. So I'm really just mindful on how, and this is not just you. And again, this is not the first time I've answered this. And truthfully, I'll tell you, and one good story of a client that I've had in 2016. She's one of the most very first few people I've read to in 2016. And by the way, this portion is brought to you by Starbucks. Baka naman Starbucks. Joke lang. So going back. I met this client of mine because her concern is she feels like she's running out of time because she's in her 40s and she hasn't gotten married yet. Now she met someone in her early 20s. They went out. But after two dates, she started feeling a little off and she didn't wish to continue anymore. But she didn't marry, and the guy did the same. And then, after like what, almost 20 years, they reconnected. They reached out and then they're now communicating. Ngayon, yung question niya was all about that. Is there a chance? Is there a chance? You know what? And this is the only advice that this is, every time that every time kasi that your heart is filled with so much pressure because you're gonna hear it every time. Reunions sa office, mga lokohan, may it be just jokes, but you're definitely gonna hear it. And there will be times that you will be game. There will be times that you're gonna be less game. There will be times that you're gonna keep hearing it over and over and over. It may get into you, it may get the best of you, and it's not gonna do good with your energy. And most especially, you have someone right now. But imagine, so going back in my story, that person, I started giving her an advice similarly. So you feel like you're interested, you want to do it better this time. If you want to be sure if the person's interested, then might as well let's just, you know, let's answer that question. And for that question to be out of the way, I mean, let's let's find an answer on that if the person's interested to you. But then again, syempre, she's a Filipina. So ang sabi niya, Marky, syempre babae ako. Sabi ko, I know that. But again, equality, remember? Tsaka plus, you are just wanting to confirm if the person's interested. We get the answer clearly and then you go back to your Maria Clara. And true enough, that's what happened. Eventually, they're already married. And I was even invited in their wedding. And so that was just because there's a little ounce of bravery. And look at what the person has unloaded. They're married now. They're how many years na, and they're so happy and they're living the life. So imagine, free yourself. You have to free yourself from all the pressure, from all the disappointment that may sometimes lead to, this is really gonna linger even more. Imagine that if I will not give you the best news for tonight, imagine yung bibit-bitin mo. Imagine mo yung bibit-bitin mo, wherein you can take charge of your energy, wherein you can just take charge of this. If there's just one little question, what is a little clarity on that? After all, this is the love of your life. I mean, you're not loving anyone else, remember? What about honesty? What about honesty? If it's really something that bothers you and it doesn't feel good anymore, how about you help yourself and help the relationship? For all you know, again, you're not the only person that needs to prepare here. what if the other person is thinking of other preparations that he may not be 100% sure if you're also okay to adjust with the things that he may not necessarily be capable at the moment. And remember, this is teamwork. So let this be a very good sign of teamwork. So if there may be some fears that the person also is feeling, that you may be that quick answer to that. And imagine the help that you're going to bring. This can be something, I'm telling you. So yeah, it doesn't hurt. And I'm so sorry if I'm gonna skip on getting your cards, because I just don't want na no matter what we get here, it's gonna eventually lead to a possible unnecessary emotions that you're gonna keep processing. We can take action of our energy. And I'm telling you, it takes is just a little ounce of courage. But most of all, a little ounce of courage and 99.99% of trusting. You have to trust. You love the person and that person loves you. And also, just this question, I don't want you to feel like the person has diminished the love for you just because the question isn't there yet, or there's no ring there yet. There's so much love here. There's so much love here, and I hope you know that. And make it a bigger love. Take that chance. I mean, I'm telling you, if you've been together for 12 years, I mean, di ba? I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it's meant to happen. So just let it off your chest. Unload that unnecessary um, energy and make it something bigger. Make it better. Make it about love. Thanks for joining Tarot Tuesdays. Good evening, everybody. My name is Marky Mendoza. I'm a Reiki master and teacher, and also an intuitive tarot reader and teacher. And this is your official night Tuesday habit, and welcome to Tarot Tuesdays. Kung gusto niyo po mag-participate, libre lang po. Check lang po natin ang ating pin post here in our comment section. Okay. So, tingnan na natin. Aba. Okay. Iyon. Yun, siyempre alam na natin yung mga ano natin, napaka-consistent and ang gagaling mag-ano, yung mga nauuna sa atin, yung mga pro na, eh, 'no. So, may say if you really want to participate, the goal here, the moment I start, siyempre ano, eh, and I also, of course, I monitor the Facebook page and the inbox, 'no. Siyempre hangga't hindi po tayo nagse-start, para fair po ang laban, of course, we have to start ano po, may nag-send kanina, pero of course, siyempre, wait po muna tayo officially start, ayan. So ayan, so ito yung consistent yung ating mga magagaling na mag-abang ng ating mga session for tonight. So ito na. Good evening, Master. Kamusta po ulit? Ay, I'm doing really well. I hope you're doing well. Oh, galing. I am. Ayan, may I ask po about my health for this month? Aba, oh my gosh. Health? Of course. I'll give you a very good reading for health. Naku, ang ganda naman ng napaka-balance ng ano natin na may nag-career, ay wala pang career. Love for love and then career. Ay, then health. Very good. And for the longest time, wala nagtatanong sa akin ng health. So yeah, gagalingan ko dyan. And by the way, for some of you, if you're new here, every time that your question will be concerning about health, I am mostly checking your aura. I'm mostly checking for your body parts that may resonate unnecessary energies. And every single time that my attention and my focus will be directed to a specific body part, it will always resonate a lesson that we all need to learn, because yung mga lessons natin, this is considered this is the real body language. No matter what we experience in our body, may it be physical manifestation of pain, mga sakit sa mga kasukasuan natin, or more so, it can be also in a form of a wound or an injury. Another, if this is a manifestation of illness directed to a specific body part. Kung saan man magla-landing na body part yan, may kaakibat po yan ng mga lessons. And our whole body is a directory of those lessons. Kung alam lang natin kung anong ibig sabihin ng mga masakit-sakit na either muscles natin o kaya yung parang yung mga mabibigat na mga areas natin, what we consider lamig-lamig or injuries, lahat po yan may mga lesson lang. And our body is divided into two parts. Our right side of the body, this is the sacred masculine area, and this is also the positively charged side of our body. Our left side is the sacred feminine energy, and this is also the negatively charged energy of our body. Parang battery. So yung battery natin, di ba, think of a double A or a triple A battery, di ba? Merong positive charge, meron din negative charge, but it's just one body. So, any of the illnesses, any of either an illness or and either a manifestation of pain that would reflect o kaya lalabas sa kanang bahagi ng katawan natin, nako, lalaki po ang nag-contribute niyan. Lalaki sa buhay natin ang nag-contribute sa ganyang ano, sa ganyang um, lesson. Anything naman po magre-reflect sa ating kaliwang bahagi, this will resonate na a female person that contributed that sa buhay natin. So tingnan natin, tingnan ko nga muli yung energy niya. Ano, sandali. Okay. Honestly, I'm not seeing anything bad. You really actually have good energy. But if there's only one thing talaga on your physical, I don't have any complaints because you're really knowing how to balance everything, and most especially ang ganda ng energy mo because it seems like you have a very good rest most especially. But I'm not just talking about the rest, the sleep though. Kumbaga, it's like you're fully energized to do many things. But of course, there are some lingering worries that I'm feeling nandito sa head natin, and lingering of doubt and fear and pressure. But this has been mentioned to you long before. I've mentioned na, and it's the type of work that you have kasi that it's circling around that energy of doubt, fear, and pressure. And alam mo, those three energies, by the way, sometimes, ano tawag dito, we wonder, bakit naman magkakaroon ng mga ganyang effect yung sa katawan natin kung ano yung iniisip natin. Kasi you've been hearing me saying that earlier, na whatever we process in our thoughts and the emotions that we feel and what we decide after experiencing those thoughts and emotions, and what we decide to act on after those experiences will be a quick reflection of our body. Bakit siya magre-reflect sa katawan natin? Our body is amazing. So sabi ko nga yung thoughts natin, let's say, pag yung body natin is on alert and alam niya, nasa thoughts niya na para, okay, this is emergency mode. This is emergency mode. So, you know your regular strength, and when the mind knows, okay, emergency mode to, it sends out a message right away in your body. So, kung feeling mo, and let's say, wag naman sana, something bad happens, pero kailangan mong buhatin yung ref, na alam mo yung weight mo, hindi mo siya mabubuhat, bigla mo na buhat on your own. And then we know that as adrenaline rush. Pero yung katawan natin is not biased. Hindi lang siya sa mga ganong emergency cases na nagre-release ng mga ng mga kailangan niyang superpowers o super energies. Hindi siya biased sa mga ganun lang. In times and in cases wherein hindi maganda yung pinaprocess natin, equally, our body gets the same. Imagine mo, kung consistent ang pinaprocess mo, puro doubt, puro fear. Kung emergency cases nga, we can gain strength, our body will respond right away. It will give you the strength, and it will give you the strength that you need. Kapag puro hindi magaganda ang pinaprocess natin, na diyan lumalabas yung mga sakit-sakit natin. And you may also commonly experience this when you're feeling something in your health and you go see a doctor and you go through certain tests. But then again, pagdating ng tests, they will somehow come out normal, and the doctors would somehow tell you na, okay, this is stress-induced. But when we talk about stress, what causes stress? And when you know what is the possible source of stress, what emotions are you processing? What are the thoughts that you're lingering? Lahat ba maganda? Magaganda rin ba yung mga emotions? And yung mga nagagawa mo, lahat ba maganda? Look at it this way, paano kung hindi maganda yung experiences, nagdabog ka? Maganda ba yung action? Nagdabog ka? So those are the things that you have to be mindful about. And every single time that you process it in one day, paano kung tuloy-tuloy yung pagpaprocess niyan? And then imagine mo yung consistently kung anong pinaapa-absorb mo sa katawan mo. And so, being optimistic, you'd see many happy people who have a better healthy not just the disposition in life, but also on the physical sense. They're happier because they're optimistic. That's the kind of energy that they process. And so does the people that are processing the opposite. And then mas anuhin mo yung nila, pakiramdaman mo yung kanilang health kapag hindi ganun lagi kaganda yung pinoprocess nila. And so it also has to follow. So, but my say, if there's really one thing talaga that I will suggest, because again, hindi ko mababago yung career situation because of the kind of pressure that you're getting in the career right now, but that the antidote that I can give you is to rest. Kasi And by rest, I'm really mostly prioritizing sleep on this one. That means you should have at least 7 hours of sleep. Nothing more than that. Ay, nothing less than that. Because anything lesser than that, para kang ano, yun nga, para kang battery, you're like a gadget na low-bat pero ang dami nating gustong ipagawa. Low-bat yung gadget pero gusto natin, speaking of low-bat, kailangan ko i-plug yung ano ko. So sabi ko nga, hindi porke ano, ang dami-dami nating puwedeng ipagawa sa mga gadgets natin, eh hindi na tayo magiging mindful of the battery life. Parang itong laptop ko, kailangan na i-charge. Ayan, very good. So speaking, so yun. So, all I'm saying is, I know there are opportunities for you to find the balance. But we have to be mindful in choosing. Kasi ganito ha, no matter what you're gonna be processing in your career, kahit anong pressure, kahit anong worries, kahit anong doubt, kapag malakas yung katawan, kaya niya at least i-process yan. Na it is meant to withstand kahit ano because it has the enough energy for it to process these situations. Pero imagine mo, you're gonna go through pressure, you're gonna go through doubt and fear, you're gonna go through worries, tapos inaantok ka pa. Pakiramdaman mo na lang yun. So that in itself, kung hindi mo ma-imagine if you're running in less sleep, and then ang dami mo kailangang i-process, 'di ba mas nakakapikon isipin pa lang? Because that's the kind of experience that you will get. Versus if you're well rested, everything, at least you're prepared to go through anything because you have enough rest. So my say, if there's only one takeaway I'm gonna give you, is to really provide the necessary rest that you need. Everything else is honestly good. Everything else is honestly good. I like your energy right now. Nakukulangan lang talaga ako sa rest because of the worries, nako-compensate lalo yung lakas ng katawan natin. Thank you for joining Tarot Tuesdays. So, good evening. If you're new here, welcome po. My name is Marky Mendoza. I'm a Reiki master and teacher, also an intuitive tarot reader and teacher. This is Tarot Tuesdays. So, kung gusto po niyo mag-participate, nakalagay po sa pin post yung ating mga guidelines and requirements. Pakisunod lang po. And then, libre na magtanong. Also, I'm gonna invite everybody to stay. Lahat po ng viewers and listeners natin. I'm inviting you to stay because we have one lucky winner. We're giving away 1,000 peso worth ng crystal, na abundance crystal courtesy of celestialblue.ph. If you want to check out his Instagram account, it's at celestialblue.ph. It's Instagram, also in Facebook. You will see, oh my gosh, his designs are amazing. If you like yung mga crystals that I'm wearing right now, see Celestial Blue lang gumagawa yan. You want to take it up a notch, of course, he also offers mga 24 gold carat like this one, mga piya. Oh, he also made this actually. He also made this. So, di ba? Napakaganda. Yan. So, check him out. And of course, one lucky winner, syempre, sa lahat ng ano. So, magstay tayo. I'm gonna be getting all of your names kasi lahat kayo, you have an equal chance to win an abundance crystal worth 1,000 pesos yan. So, every time we may live session tayo, you're all entitled to win that. So, abangan po natin. By the way, sa lucky winners natin, yung mga lucky winner ng crystal bracelet natin, let's reconnect later so I can get your details. And by the way, I forgot to mention nga pala, no, anong tawag, kaya na magsagot ng shipping. So, sige. Maganda naman yung bracelet. It's gonna be charged with Reiki, pero sagot yun na yung shipping. Okay? Okay, so, next question pala muna tayo. Okay. Here we go. Tingnan natin. Okay. Okay, and then yung question natin. Good evening, Master. Good evening. Wealth about my investments. Okay. So, tingnan natin yung energy dun sa investment mo. Sa investment, tingnan natin yung energy ng investment. Sige, I'll get you 3 cards. Ang dami na nga pala nangyayari dito. Hello! Oh my gosh, my very good friend, and also student, Roxy. Hello, thank you for joining. Andiyan na si tinamaan na. Saan ka naman tinamaan, Damien? Saan ka tinamaan? Grabe siya. Okay. Melinan Kalubag, baka naman pwede ako. Naalin po? Ano pong pwede sa inyo? Okay. Master, na-curious lang po ako kasi most of the time na-focus kayo sa body or should I say sa health energy. Dapat po right din ang source ng energy nyo which mean malaking part ang food. Ano po ang kinakain nyo? Meron po ang bawal na food sa mga Hindu. Ang hindi lang po ako kumakain ng beef because cows are very sacred in Hinduism. So I only refrain from eating beef. Anything na beef, I refrain from eating. But I'm also If there's one strict diet, I don't have a strict diet. I just okay. If there's a strict diet that I'm honestly following, I'm now following. Well, majority of the time, as much as we can. This is really the goal: is to eat anything that's coming from Mother Earth. That means if it's vegetables, fruits, meat from pork or chicken, pero nothing processed. So I'm now refraining from eating anything processed. Hindi na ako kumakain ng masyadong anything processed kasi that is also very anything that goes through a process, naku po, ay hindi siya masyadong maganda sa system natin. So the body absorbs the nutrients right away if it's really just coming from Mother Earth na wala ng processing na nangyari. And other than that, I also do my fasting every day because I have devotion. So I only eat once a day, but it's a full meal. Sobrang dami kong kumain kasi napakatako kong tao. But I only eat once a day. I only eat once a day because the rest of the day I offer it for devotion. And why do I need to do fasting for devotion? I'm manifesting. So let's talk about manifestation real quick before sorry nadamay tuloy yung gusto nag-investment. But the question for manifestation, one good way for you to manifest something is for you to let go of something. And for me, I'm letting go the craving and the desire for food. So for me to manifest what I need and what I want to manifest, I am letting go of something so important for me, and that is food. So in exchange of what I would want and need to manifest, I let go of my own desire for food. You can try, and I may be letting go of food, but it can be anything as well. And I love doing mobile games. Before, if you've known me before, I used to play Mobile Legends. I've been playing Mobile Legends since 2017. Oh, is it 17? Actually, 2016. December of 2016. I only just quit a couple of months ago just because medyo energetically hindi maganda. But the gamer in me. So ngayon, believe it or not, I'm still playing mobile games but it's not as medyo laban-laban. Um, Nakaka-judge pero yung Candy Crush lang yung nilalaro ko. Para lang may malaro ako because that's really part of my nature. Kailangan may nilalaro ko. And I'm happy and I'm satisfied actually. Pag naubos ko na yung mga lives ko, okay, so let's do something else na. It doesn't eat up much of my time anymore. And there are times na nilalet go ko yun as a form of sacrifice. Hindi ako maglalaro ng anything. So anything that's important to you that you're willing to set aside. And then set your intentions first. Bawa, I'm going to do this in a form of sacrifice. And look at this, just like how our brothers and sisters in our Muslim community when they go through Ramadan, di ba, they let go for their desire of food for fasting and prayers, and then they can manifest their prayers. It's equally the same. And for me, because marami nga akong gustong mai-manifest, as much as I can, I offer things that I can set aside on an everyday basis. The biggest is my desire for food. You can think of anything that you need to manifest and then think of letting go or setting aside something. Something that's really important for you. That's the thing. It has to have a huge weight. Hindi siya yung parang, alam mo yun, it's so easy for you to achieve. Let it feel and seem like it really is a challenge. Okay? So by the way, I can't stop looking at my hair. So I want to say thank you Fit and Form for my hair pala. Want to visit Fit and Form? Ito yung salon nila Bessie, nila Jeneline Mercado. They're in Maginhawa Street in Quezon City. But thank you Fit and Form for my hair. Wow, my sponsor. Oh my God, speaking of sponsor, I'm really wearing another sponsor din nga pala for tonight. So thank you Bob Clothing for my shirt for today. Check out Bob Clothing in Instagram. Daming segue, wow, di ba dumadami na yung natin, may mga sponsor na. Sige na, tama na yung tsismis, basahin na natin yung energy para sa natin, investment. Yung energy ng investment dun sa ating next participant. Okay, so 3 cards. Of course, for me to say na, and tignan natin yung energy nito for next year, 2022, for me to say na talagang napakaganda, it's gonna be fruitful, it doesn't mean na hindi siya major card is hindi na maganda ha. Because if you're looking for investment, syempre, if you're looking at either career, business, or money-related questions, the biggest signifactors, kapag meron din syempre yung mga coins or pentacles. So, tignan natin. Okay. 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 Now, okay. So alam ko naman this in okay. So let's start muna. We have one major card out of three. So this is still very good. Okay. So first of all, I know right now it's slow. I know. But this is your first card. This is the Six of Wands because every time we get wands, it literally tells us ang daming hard work, ang daming effort. But for me, this really takes effort. And then look at that. But of course, it's expected and I know you expect that. And I know you really kumbaga, you're not meant na bantayan siya every time. Okay? But for this, you know that it also takes time. Okay? And there's a lot of push and pull that you cannot control. It's totally outside of our control. Now here's the thing. I know along the way because of this experience and because sometimes and when you're watching your investment in the market, diba, this is really something that you're really wanting to na to give you that assurance. But I'm telling you, this is the major card that you have, and this card is really resonating. This is the Justice card. Every time we get the Justice card, this really resonates. That you know that this is a part that you need to make decisions with, but are you clear with the decisions? Is it really 100% na you're na set in stone na the time period is the only thing that you're gonna try and you're gonna give it a shot. The time period is something that's clear, but honestly, it's not just something that gives you parang the assurance that you need. Kasi you're talking about long term here. You're talking about long term here, and yung initial set ng goal setting mo in terms of the period that you're willing to invest this does not 100% kumbaga hindi siya bagay dun sa type of investment because this one's really pretty long term, like literally like longer. And so if the confusion or if you're somehow feeling a little fearful, doubtful about that because it's really something that needs a lot of time, and then may I suggest you really reassess this first kasi I know you've been processing a lot of ah is it really about the right time that I've done this or invested on this? I know there's a part of you that's really processing this deeply because nararamdaman mo siya. Now, of course, sabi ko nga moving forward, my say, I know this is not just the only investment or the source of income that you have. You have others. And my say, for you to really, kumbaga, anong tawag dito, since a part of the anticipation and part of the things that you're already kumbaga, may awareness ka na this is a possibility na hindi mo siya kailangan bantayan. So, I want you na pagkatiwalaan din yung investment. Because you know what? This is your next card. We have the Five of Wands. Diba Six of Wands and Five of Wands kasi it's really gonna fluctuate. So and every time that you're gonna watch that, pag nagpa-fluctuate yung natin and hindi consistent yung natin, yung flow ng energy natin, and lagi mo siyang binabantayan, inaabangan. This may lead to a lot of kung ano pa ba yung energy na mamamanifest natin dyan. If puro doubt, worry, and fear, you're still bound to get the same. So I say, if this is really something that you've already anticipated, instead of feeling the worries, I want you to trust. I want you to trust. And for you to really manifest this deeply, if you really want to make this investment grow even more, then I want you to do your charity work. Do your charity work so that you will kumbaga increase the possibility of having a better investment or a better return in this investment. Charity work will work wonders for you. My suggestion, you can do that every Friday and Saturday. You can do that consistently. And kung talagang the energy of consistency is what you would want in this energy ng investment mo, as much as you can, give as much as you can anytime that you have an opportunity to be kind, to be loving, to share a little of your blessings. And it doesn't know any specific amount. Hindi naman siya yung parang kailangan tagwa 100 above lang ang magkakaroon na effect when it comes to charity work. Hindi. And it's not even always monetary. I'm telling you, if you can offer yourself, offer a part of your energy, and offer it for greater good, that is actually charity work. Smiling to a perfect stranger because we wouldn't really know what we are all going through in our lives, so you wouldn't really know how huge of an impact a smile can bring towards a person. Those little things, honestly, those in short, be kind, be loving, be generous, be very kind and loving, basically. That's gonna allow you to manifest. And knowing how the universe works now, it pushes me to be kinder. Sa totoo lang. Kasi nga, sabi ko nga kung anong energy naman nilabas mo, yun lang di babalik. So might as well be more loving para yun lang din ang babalik sa atin. But for now, I may say, I would rather want you to focus on trusting. I want you to trust this investment. And you've seen it because hindi ka naman pumunta dito ng clueless na hindi ikaw. You have friends with you who also has done this. But look at them. And I know these people are telling you the same. Huwag mong bantayan, magtiwala ka lang. And so, do the same. Thank you for joining Tarot Tuesdays. So if you're new here, hi, good evening. My name is Marky Mendoza. I'm a Reiki master and teacher and also an intuitive tarot reader and teacher. Welcome to Tarot Tuesdays. Time check, 10:20, 40 minutes to go. May time pa tayo. Okay, mag-alala. I know some of you na nakaganon na dahil yung mga questions natin. But of course, please stay sa lahat po ng audience natin for tonight. Please stay until the end of the show. One of you will be a lucky winner ng ating 1,000 peso worth of Celestial Blue Abundance Crystal Bracelet. Of course, it's charged with Reiki, so it's definitely gonna give you the big bucks. So, may piyok-piyok pa. Okay. I want to say hi to my mom. Okay, hello, mama. My mom's watching me. And thank you for always supporting. Love you. Okay. So, one lucky winner of 1,000 peso worth of Celestial Blue Abundance Crystal Bracelet up for grabs later on. So, excited na ako ipamigay yan later on. And also, by the way, lahat din kayo, kung hindi man tayo masyadong naging mapalad for tonight, huwag kayo mag-alala because may Thursday pa tayo. And by the way, let me invite everybody. On Thursday, we are going to be talking about self-love. Please stay tuned and we're going to be doing our live session in our Facebook page. Facebook Live tayo on Thursday, 9 to 11 p.m. If you are wanting to experience a different take on self-love, samahan nyo ako on Thursday. And also, lahat po ng mga magpa-participate sa live sessions natin, of course, you are all entitled to join our raffle. Siyempre, we're gonna be giving away workshop passes, and we're gonna have that draw before the end of at the end of this month, and yung prizes makaklaim nyo na on January. And I'm telling you, anong tawag dito, yung ano natin, yung winners natin from last month, Reiki 1 classes, I've given extra slots for free dun sa ating winners. We will see them on Saturday na. So yun. So, congratulations again. Okay, here we go. Okay. So ito na yung ating next participant. Master, hello din. Ang haba, may essay writing I really would like to seek guidance if by 2022, okay pa ba if I will full blast with my personal business kasabay ng real estate selling, or mas advisable to focus muna sa selling, honing new social media selling skills since magtataas kasi kami targets. So for sure, it will be more and more pressure pa. Oh gosh, I feel you. Okay. For that, I'll see, and the best way for me to position this is that I'll give you a glimpse if you will just literally just focus on your business and setting aside muna yung real estate. Let's see. Para mas makita mo what will happen, and it will give you at least a direction on how this would pan out. Okay? But may say, alam mo, you've always been a fighter. Alam mo yun? You've always been a fighter. Although, iba lang ang laban ngayon, I know. But, you've always been a fighter. So, may say, hindi naman tayo pinalaki ng sex bomb na para bumawi lang. Alam mo, tayo lumalaban. So, diba? So, tingnan natin. 3 cards. If you're gonna choose full-time business ng 2022, let's see. Tingnan natin. Oh! Ibang pakiramdam ko doon sa second card. Tingnan natin. Okay, so here we go. Okay. Sabi na. Very good. Well, 2 out of 3 major cards. So if this is not good news, ewan ko na lang. So, this is where the energy talaga is lingering. And this is really a very clear reflection of what you're going through. So this is a good reflection. Look, it's the hangman. The hangman, this energy and this card comes into play, you'd feel the energies of either it's pausing a little delay or it's giving you a little backlog or parang pending, or it's like a pause or mabagal yung progress. And that's really what you're feeling and going through right now. And in the question kanina, if this is gonna happen na kung mangyayari siya ng 2021, if you're gonna focus, kasi remember that's how we position yung ano natin. If we're gonna focus here on 2021, you would have to pick up then, because you would have to, anong tawag dito, I've had a reading, may client din ako earlier, and I've given the same advice. Medyo similar yung direction. So, magle-let go, dalawang ginagawa, merong corporate life, meron ding mga side hustle na mga businesses. Now, anong tawag dito, gusto mag-focus sa business full-time, and then alam mo, if you're gonna really think about focusing on business, you also have to set the right expectations kapag business na, na there is a tendency na it's gonna go up and down. It's not, there are times it's gonna be steady, there are times na hindi, there are times na full, there are times na even wala. It's part of the anticipation. But all I'm saying is that I believe that's normal. If you're gonna be focusing on business next year, you have to understand it's gonna be a gradual pickup. But this is not the pickup kasi may basis ka kasi ng what's ano eh. And this energy, this is not telling you na mabagal na zero. But because you're coming from, imagine mo the commission of a real estate na property na commission versus pag sa sariling business. You have a very good comparison kasi. Damang-dama mo yung whatever you're getting from your real estate income or the commissions or the bonuses versus coming from the business. In short, honestly, this is okay. It's actually okay, but the thing is, kung ang direct comparison natin is what we're usually getting in real estate, it cannot be comparable to that. But I'm telling you, this is just gonna feel a little slow, but it's okay. And look at this, sabi na napakaganda ng second card. And look at this, we have the Six of Cups. Look at the opportunities that are really gonna be opening here. And look at the reflection. It literally looks like the grass is greener on the other side. It looks very, very peaceful, and it also looks very serene. And look at that. Oh my gosh, bago ko binaba, nakita ko na yung energy nitong, look at that well, which is an abundant source of water na tuloy-tuloy. Ang ganda. Ang ganda. And look at that, by the way. Tinan mo, look at that. The discovery of the cups, which resonates a lot of celebrations that is in store for you. And look at that. What flower is this? Akala ko lotus. Hindi naman siya lotus. Okay, because lotus would have been a very good example here that really signifies the abundance. But this looks like, is it like a parang, hindi nga siya lotus? Or is it? Kasi kung lotus to, sobrang abundance talaga to. But because of the imagery, it does not. It looks like seemingly like a gumamela. But now here is the most important card for you. One of my most favorite tarot cards in the major cards is the Chariot. Okay? Oh my gosh, ang ganda. Look at that. Ang ganda ng imagery. The Chariot in anong tawag dito, in the ancient times, okay, or in Spanish we call it carruaje. In a modern age, kotse. You have the means to do that. But of course, means for what? For transportation. You want to travel, you want to go elsewhere. In short, this can be a very good gateway. But of course, you're the ones driving. Wherever you want to go, it's up to you. You have to decide on that. I'm telling you, with these two major cards coming into play and the second card in this one, I'm telling you, I'm not gonna be afraid to do that. If it's really gonna come to that decision that you're wanting to consider, na talagang focus on that, I'm telling you, this is not gonna feel bad. This is not gonna feel bad, most especially how this last card is panning out. Tignan mo yan, napakagandang, it literally, parang you're walking on clouds. And that's really very inspiring. And so imagine you're taking it to greater heights. This is what this card is about. You're taking it to the greater heights because you have the capacity to take it. And there's so much freedom that you're going to be feeling, just like how you're feeling when you're flying on imagine, diba, with clouds. So my say, this is honestly going to look good for you. If this is going to come to a point that you really want to decide and you want to choose between, pushing through or being resilient, or you want to focus on this, it's not going to be bad for you. Okay? Thank you for joining Tarot Tuesdays. Todo-todo na natin yung mga questions natin. We still have time and mahaba pa yung pila natin. So I'd really want to help everybody. So let's proceed to our next question. Just a reminder, everybody, this is already just like 30 minutes of our session for tonight, and I would like to invite everybody to join me at the end of our session. I'm going to be asking all of your names, and then one lucky winner tonight will be experiencing 1,000 peso worth of abundance crystal courtesy of celestialblue.ph. And also, syempre, kung hindi man tayo mananalo ng crystal bracelet for tonight, huwag kayong mag-alala dahil nanalo na yung first participant nating nakatatlong major cards na meron pang AFAM. Ikaw na, hindi ako makaget over. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. All right. So, syempre, may chance tayo to win and to have entries in our workshop passes for our monthly draw. So, syempre, stay tuned and stick until the end of our session para naman tayo, may mga entry tayo sa ating next session. Okay? Ay, wala pa pala ako. Bumubunot na wala pa akong participant. So, let's go. Always love you. Yan. Okay. So, here we go. Okay. Ito na yung next natin. Evening, blessings, Master. Good evening din sa'yo. Thank you naman sa blessing. May I ask for an update po on projects we bid for? Right. Okay, tingnan natin. Sandali. Okay, tingnan natin yung update ng energies na yan. Pero also, here's what I'm gonna tell you din. Anong tawag dito? There are gonna be some, because ito kasi, kumbaga, it is, hindi yung, wala tayong yung pinaka in control of this because someone else is gonna be deciding on this. Pero more often than not, halimbawa, and I believe I've mentioned this before, sabi ko nga, ang tinitignan lang natin talaga dito is the current energies. Okay? So in short, yung current energies nyo, halimbawa, last week nag-participate kayo with one question. And then, sabi ko nga, ang mababasa ko will be according to the current energies, kung anong klaseng energies yung pinaprocess nyo during that time. But if in any case, imagine it this way, if in any case, na halimbawa, ang pinaprocess ninyo is the same energy the following week, walang nag-iba, you're bound to still get the same thing. For us to apply something new or to get something new, kailangan may babaguhin muna tayo for us to get a new outcome. If we improve our energies, mas pagagandahin yung energies natin kasi we've improved it. We've added more energies. We've improved the kind of energies we're processing. Or if you want to not get the kind of, or you not literally get a different energy this time, then you must do something different. Okay? So, but this one is really outside of our control. So, sige, tingnan natin yan. Tingnan natin. Pareho lang. But tingnan natin. Okay. Sorry na nauna yung ano ko. Okay. Okay, let's see. We have three cards to get you. Ayun nga, speaking, it's still the same energies. So, here is the Seven of Pentacles. I know we're still waiting. Nandun pa rin tayo sa waiting game na yon. Look, tinan mo naman yung pag-aantay niya ni Kuya. Ay, shush, waiting patiently. And I know this is really parang you're waiting for the harvest time, but we don't have the go signal yet. Okay, but look at this, like, the second card, it really, sabi ko nga your hands are really tied on this because there are really, the delay and the decision on this is not really something that is within our control because nandun pa rin ang highest consideration dahil yung competition. Actually, you'll be surprised. You'll be surprised na meron talaga, naman the bias that comes with it. Kaya may bias eh. That's the thing. And I want you to be extra patient because there may be tendencies that you become less patient on this, just like although ang pogi ni Kuya, all I'm saying is that, be mindful of your energies because the least thing you would want to happen is for you to become less patient and for them to get that. Okay, so we'd still want to maintain good energies in relationship with them. So medyo best foot forward pa rin tayo until everything materializes. But for now, medyo similar pa din eh. If there is one thing that I would want to strengthen here is the charity work pa din because that is gonna help. And my sake, consistent charity work kasi we would want to improve on this. Kasi imagine mo look at it this way. Kung without doing anything, may sariling pace yan. Okay? Kung mabagal yung pace, kung wala tayong iibahin sa energy, and then it would maintain its pace. But if you add more energies through charity work, parang binibigyan mo ng divine push yan. Binibigyan mo ng divine push. And then when inertia happens, you know what will happen. So my highest recommendation is charity work on this. If this is really something that you would really want to really manifest, and then charity work would give you a greater edge on this. And alam mo naman kung paano tayo mag-ano ng charity work, okay? So we can offline this again. Tomorrow, Wednesday, just in case that you are wanting to manifest something and you would want us to pray for you, we also, what we do every Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturday, we have a regular, we call it the puja. And this is really the way that we do our prayers and rituals as a Hindu. And we also give special manifestation through the prayers during the ritual itself. So maganda siyang way for us to manifest. If you're interested to also manifest something because may kailangan, you can send me a message offline. I'll give you the instructions on how you can do your offerings. It's basically offering flowers. I'm just gonna ask you to buy flowers and fruits. Depending on the day, may specific mga favorite silang flowers. Halimbawa, mostly on a Monday, you would prefer white na flowers. So either it's a Malaysian mums na white or white roses. On a Wednesday, it should be yellow. On a Friday, should be, Saturday pala. Saturday, um, red ba baby or ano? Anong kulay ng flowers pag Saturday? White. White. Okay, white. Yan. Pag Friday, red. Ganyan. Yan. So if you're needing to manifest something, message me offline. So, thank you for joining Tarot Tuesdays. So, may time pa tayo. Tingnan na natin. Mag-next participant na tayo para marami tayong matulungan. Let's go! And again, please stay until the end of our show because we have many things to help you. Ano tawag dito? Many prizes rather to share with you. Most especially, one winner will get a chance. Nako, 1,000 peso worth of na celestial blue. Celestial blue na ano? Celestial blue na 1,000 peso worth of abundant crystals. Yan. Ayun, okay, next na tayo. Okay. Okay, ay. Ayan, sandali, may kina-clarify lang ako sa ating participant. Okay, so anong tawag dito? Okay, career. Okay, so career, yung next question ng ating next participant. Tingnan natin, for 2022, yung question ng ating participant is career for 2022. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Okay. Okay, first card, second card, and third card. Okay. Okay, and syempre, if we're talking about career and we're practically manifesting abundance as well, it doesn't mean na hindi siya major card. Sabi ko nga, hindi na siya maganda. Pag career, yung mga related questions natin or money-related questions, syempre, pag may mga pentacles and coins dyan, yun ang napakagandang signifactor ng napakagandang signifactor ng money. Okay? But we have 3 minor cards here. We have 1 Nine of Cups. Okay, and okay. Okay. Now, okay, so look at this. This is Nine of Cups. This is Nine of Cups. Look at that. It's a very good imagery. But tinan mo siya ha. The image of this, tinan mo, yung the lady over there is looking at many things. Look at this. Ang daming nakikita. These are forms of celebrations, and these are also in the form of opportunities that you are seeing wherever you are right now. You are seeing opportunities, and you're seeing how literally fruitful these opportunities are. But you have to and I know you are eyeing. There are many opportunities, but you are eyeing on one special thing. And as you're eyeing that, I know medyo ganun tayo, parang it's this or nothing. It's this or nothing. But my say, I also don't want you to limit yourself. Why? Kasi, anong tawag dito, there's nothing wrong if you're really fixed on that, but sometimes, if we become less open to other things that you can also become, you may be limiting yourself a little. Kasi nga, when we talk about the skills and the path for you, every knowledge or any skill na matututunan mo, may it be from the things that you're eyeing on, but not just that, in all other places that you can go to, marami kang matututunan. But if you're just looking at one place, and you're looking at the opportunity lang for it to be presented to you, pero you may be missing out on opportunities of growth. You're missing opportunities of how you can expand more and learn more from other other experiences and other people and other fields or other forms of expertise. I want you to start being open as well, because I know although you are certain of what you want and what you would want to manifest, it also does not hurt for you to grow in this as at the same time that you're willing and wanting to manifest this. Para imagine mo, kapag dumating na yung time na bibigay na siya sa'yo, you just don't know one thing. You know many things, and then nakuha mo pa yung nakuha mo pa yung what you're wanting to manifest. Because when you continuously just when medyo close yung natin, I know you're prepared to go through it, but it's really gonna take a lot of effort. A lot of effort, a lot of waiting as well, because the next two cards are both for ones, and that means it's really gonna be for effort. And that means na also if in these two cards, dahil nakaganon tayo with our goal and our target, I want you to, if this is really something na, again, ito lang naman ay mga aking mga payo and advice, and at the end of the day, this is really still your call, that no matter how much other options I would present, if talagang the mindset is really there, then it is really about time that kung ano yung goal natin, then you have to reflect that. Kung anong role na tinitignan natin, anong path yung tinitignan natin, dapat kung anong ginagawa nila doon is that yun na rin ang ginagawa mo consistently. Na yun na lang din yung ginagawa mo, that you breathe the air that they breathe, because yun ang gusto natin. In short, kung anong mga, tignan mo kung anong ginagawa nila doon, and that's the same thing that you should be doing, and should be the same thing that you emulate, should be a reflection of anything and everything about you in your current role. Because in this way, you would literally be consistent with your goal, and it will manifest definitely. But it will still just take time, because we really need to embody that. Another King and Queen of Wands yung nakuha mo. And that means it has to be the balance of both. The balance of both. So in short, you just don't know what it takes, like the business acumen, etc. Hindi lang yun siya alam natin. We know how to take action. We know how to, pag sinabi sa atin, can you materialize this one? Can you make this happen? Hindi lang siya alam natin here. We know how to make it happen. And that will bring you to manifestation. This will also take time, I'm telling you, because there are many things that you still need to know. So start being open if this is really still the consistent plan that you want. Okay? Thank you for joining Tarot Tuesdays. Oh, may time pa tayo. Sige, let's answer as much questions as we can, lalo na tonight, okay? And by the way, if you haven't watched the weekly tarot reading this week, maganda naman yung energies natin. We're up for such a great surprise towards the end of our week. Actually, major things are gonna happen for our weekend. So, be very, very mindful, ha? Kasi medyo major ang mga natin. Major yung mga events natin starting Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Of course, hindi porke major cards yung nakuha natin, wala siyang kasamang lesson, may lesson yun. Okay, so ang energy natin ngayon is very interesting. So if you haven't watched that, paki-check po after this session. Okay, ito na, bubunot na naman ako. Okay, tingnan muna natin yung next participant natin. Ay, talaga, thank you po. Okay, next. Okay, so tingnan naman natin yung Okay, o yun, ito yung may next tayo na ayan, okay. So, if ever you're gonna be asking if your questions will be about relationships, or kung love yung tanong natin, ano tawag dito, make it specific lang po if we are in a relationship o hindi. But, anong tawag dito, basahin ko na din, anong tawag dito, tignan ko na lang yung tignan natin. So, love reading. Tingnan na lang natin yung energies for this. Sige, para baka mamaya kasi offline yung nagtanong, kaya hindi makapag-respond equally on this. But let's see. Tingnan natin yung 3 cards for you. 1, 2. Okay. So, tingnan natin. Oh, interesting. Okay. Alam mo, kahit hindi ko alam if you're in a relationship o hindi, the cards are telling me something. Okay. So we have 3 cards, 1 major card here, 1 major card, and the rest are minor cards. But the first card, look at this. The first card, Queen of Pentacles. This is a love reading, love question, but we're getting Pentacles. So this is also going to be a reflection of what kind of energy you emit. If we are manifesting for love, pero ang lumalabas na energy sa atin ay career, and that can be a disconnect. Okay? Kasi, ang gusto nating i-manifest, ang gusto nating mai-push ay love, pero ang lumalabas sa energies natin is ganun. Oh, single. That's why. So, ayun nga. This is already telling me. Kasi nga, kahit na ngayon lang siya nag-respond na single siya, the cards are really telling me na lahat ng ginagawa mo in a day is always about career, or it's pushing for abundance to happen. That's why don't be surprised if napakaganda naman ng flow ng abundance life natin. But sometimes kasi the awareness has to be there. It's not that we are not meant to experience love. Pero syempre, if we know science, di ba, what comes around goes around. Kung ano nire-release mo na energy, yun lang din ang babalik. And if in majority of your day, you're processing more energies of career, eh yun talaga yung magma-manifest, yun yung magfo-flourish, yun yung mag-i-improve, yun nandun din mag-e-evolve yung mga challenges kasi doon mo binubuhos yung energy mo. Similarly, kumbaga, anything that I would encounter in a day is always about me teaching, me helping, kasi yun yung ginagawa ko. This is what my life is about. And that's why I say na this is not really just a career for me. This is practically my life because my life literally evolves around it. Day in, day out, hindi mawawala yung pagka-teacher ko. Day in, day out, hindi mawawala sa araw ko na I'm gonna guide someone. I'm gonna be guiding a lot of people in an everyday basis. And so it's part of my anticipation. Any life challenges would also evolve around me teaching, me helping. Puro ganun na makukuha ko kasi that is what the energy I'm emitting. So I'm not gonna be surprised, ay bakit ang dami lumalapit sa akin? Oy, bakit ang dami nagtatanong sa akin? Bakit ang dami nanonood sa akin? Hindi yun question because that's what my energy is about. So in short, and remember, this is really what happens. So life is a manifestation of where we direct our energies. In short, kung anong meron tayo sa buhay natin ngayon, it's because yan yung ginagawa natin. Yan yung minamanifest natin. Yan yung iniisip natin. Yan yung mga nararamdaman natin. Pati sa mga decision natin, pati sa actions natin. Puro ganyan. And not until you shift those, change those, hindi natin siya makukuha. And so you really have to be mindful on that as well. Parang kanina, hindi ko na naman maiwasan na i-bring up yung ating very first participant. Consistent for the third week, si first participant natin has been asking that question, eyes on the prize. Eh, di nung nakuha na yung chance na i-read ko sa kanya, di napakaganda ng sagot because yun yung minamanifest niya. If you would really want to manifest this, if you really would want to manifest love and then start changing the energy and turn it into love. Also, we have to be, kung naghahanap tayo ng love and gusto natin makuha ng love, edi we have to be loving. We have to be loving. So kung in a day, how many times do we give in to love versus anger? Love versus fear. Love versus doubt. Kung hindi mo masyadong nasagot yung love, lalo na today, that's a reflection of that. But tomorrow is another day. Kung halimbawa, next week, magtatanong ka uli yung ganito and you haven't changed anything, more often than not, it will get the same. So my soundest advice to anyone na talagang gustong mai-manifesto, kung hindi nyo babaguhin yung energies ninyo, you are bound to get the same thing. Okay? So, look at it this way. I always use this as a very good comparison. Para tayo nag-archery, okay? So halimbawa, first time natin mag-archery tapos wala kang what do you call that? Yung first ang tawag doon, parang beginner's luck. Okay? Kung wala kang beginner's luck, bumelo kang ganyan, pagkabuelo mong ganyan, and if it's your first time, you don't know what to do, ganyan, di ba? Tapos alam mo lang, you're supposed to hit the bullseye, and then let go mo yung arrow ng ganyan. Kung hindi siya tumama sa bullseye, it's because hindi natin masyadong inayos, wala tayong training, hindi natin inalign yung yung aim natin, etc. But if you do the same thing again without realigning it, without assessing it better, without giving it a better aim, of course, and then you did the same exact thing, of course, you're still not gonna get anything because you didn't change anything. And now, I've always been quoting, Marvel has done it again. Marvel is always very famous with their quotable quotes, and they've done it with Spider-Man. With great power comes with great responsibilities. They've done it again with Eternals. Very good. Oh no, it's Shang-Chi. Sorry, Shang-Chi pala, sorry. In Shang-Chi, they said, if you aim at nothing, you will hit nothing, which is making sense, di ba? Yung parang you're in all hopes na parang sige, parang may matamaan lang. Pero kung wala ka tayong tinitingnan, of course, we're not gonna hit the goal. And we're not gonna get the desired goal. So also, the change has to come from within. The change has to come from within, and I want you to keep choosing love. And if by thinking na, why would I choose love? Paano kung yung mga office mates ko hindi ka naman masyadong mabait, they don't choose love? Why will I choose love for them? And then yun, that's the thing. Then I want you to start becoming very loving. Believe it or not, yan ang makakapag-manifest. Kindness, love, gratitude, those are the things that can bring you love. Because the second one, because tinan mo, you got the strength card. You are bound to experience many things because of the things that you're processing right now. And it's asking you to become stronger, or it's gonna ask you to become tougher, but the least thing you would want to feel is to feel jaded. Kasi sometimes we ask ourselves, okay naman ako ah. Pero okay naman ako. I believe, I know, I'm comfortable with who I am. But yeah, but remember, look at it this way. You're gonna dance with someone, okay? Falling in love is like that romantic dance that we all want to dance. Diba? It's a romantic dance. It has to be a graceful dance. If your movements are too stiff and too strong, and it's asking to be a little graceful, and you're not like that, and then the partner is like that, and then where's the rhythm in that? Both have to dance in that perfect rhythm. You know what? In the end, alam mo, the if we don't update the energy that we are possessing, I'm telling you, look at it. It's still gonna end with this. You're still, well, good news, napakaganda ng career, napakaganda ng abundance and prosperity. But if that is not the goal, then we really need to change. We really need to change into choosing more love and becoming love itself, and to really focusing on that love energy. Also, I'm sensing a lot of forgiveness that you need to process first because of the experiences you've had in the past. Imagine that what you're carrying. You have to understand what you're carrying inside of you. And the awareness in that will bring forth the manifestation. But if you set it aside a little further, that's just telling yourself that you're okay to set the love energy aside as well. Take action on this earlier. It's like telling the universe that I'm ready for it. Like tomorrow, I'm ready. But again, you have to start acting first. Take action and then you shall manifest that. Thank you for joining Tarot Tuesdays. Oh, and a little sad because that is gonna be our last question for tonight dahil magra-raffle pa tayo. So, this is the time for you to key in your full names. Again, your first and last name. This is also the chance that I will be drawing our lucky winner for 1,000 pesos worth of Celestial Blue Abundance Crystal. So please, sa lahat ng gusto manalo ng crystal bracelet, na 1,000 pesos worth ng crystal bracelet courtesy of Celestial Blue, ano tawag dito? Please key in your names there. Ay, taka, January raffle. Tonight is December. What day is today? Date, 14. Ay, 14. Okay. Ano ko, ayan na, nakita ko na. Siyempre naman, Roxy Barce. Yan. Okay, key in your names. Okay. Ayun, ay nako, yung Princess of Mega World, si Rain Zafra. Nux. Okay. Carlo Buan. Okay. Okay. Who else? Maricel Baluyut. Baluyut. Okay. Okay. Jeffrey. Oy, si Jeffrey. Nako, dumadami na naman entry ni Jeffrey, ha. Very good yan. Very good yan. Okay, Antigulio. Okay, who else? Ay, naku, syempre naman, all the way from Sweden, okay. Lariel, aba, ang princess and ang mga prince ng ano, ha, ng Mega World nandyan, very good. Okay. Aliyah Villanueva. Aliyah. Okay, and then Francis Pasana. Okay. Ay, syempre one entry lang. Hindi yan yung more names, more chances of winning. Syempre. Okay, sandali. Abigail Enriquez. Alam mo, this one, teka. Ano mo, naalala ko dyan, yung parang kapag sa ano, pag sa live selling, di ba ganon? Yung parang more entries. Oh, isa lang. Syempre, one name, one entry. Grabe siya. Abigail Enriquez. Enriquez. Okay, and who else? Suzette Damasco. Oh, anong tawag dito? Suzette Damasco. Okay, who else? Ayun, siyempre si Annalyn. Okay. Annalyn? Ayan. Yeah. Yes, Gail, may sinasabi ka ba diyan? So again, if you want to join and participate our raffle for today, we are giving away 1,000 peso worth of abundance crystal bracelet courtesy of Celestial Blue. So this is really the perfect chance for you to win prizes. So if you want to win crystal bracelet courtesy of Celestial Blue, parang yan yung mga suot-suot ko ngayon, yan. Nako. And then just key in your full name. Ayan. More entries, more chances of winning. Oh, kalma lang. Oh, pasay nga. Anong tawag dito? Isa-isa lang. Grabe siya. Sige, sino pa? Sino pa yung mga names nyo? MC, ang dami nyo dyan. Tapos 13 pa lang yung nalalagay ko dito. Ay, but i-ready ko na nga yung aking randomizer. Yan. Ay, Francis, oo. Kalma lang. Grabe siya. May entry ka na. Grabe siya. Ayun. Okay. So, anong tawag dito? Sino pa? Anong tawag dito? We are giving away there's one lucky winner who will win a 1,000 peso worth crystal abundance bracelet courtesy of Celestial Blue. By the way, I want to say thank you again, Bob Clothing, for my shirt for tonight, and Fit and Form for my hair. Thank you, Bessie. And Fit and Form, they're located in Maginhawa Street in Quezon City. Check them out. Okay. Save mo yan next time, Francis. Grabe. Yes. Okay. Pero kalma lang tayo, ha? Ayan. Okay. So, okay. So, anong tawag dito? Just a few more. One more minute to join and participate in our raffle. Thank you din, Gail. Have a safe. By the way, if you haven't watched our weekly tarot reading, panoorin na natin kasi this week is really sabi nga ni Venus Ra, major. Okay. Raquel Ragasa. Oy, hi Raquel. Sandali. Raquel Ragasa. Okay, one more minute. Okay. Ayan, Rezeline Calma. Hello, Rezeline Calma. Hello, we'll watch it tomorrow, Master. Sure. Sige. Thank you naman. Okay, one more minute. Okay, bago mag-start yung ano natin at pagsakto pag nag 11 p.m. na, we will now start drawing our lucky winner. And syempre, sa mga hindi naman mabubunot for tonight, you still have this coming Thursday. Please join us in our Facebook Live. We're gonna be talking about self-love, everybody. So, abangan na natin. Okay, sandali. Just a few more moments bago tayo mag-start ng ating raffle for tonight. May live po ba kayo bukas, Master? Ay, wala po tomorrow. Tuesday, ang live sessions po natin ay Tuesday and Thursday, and Sundays we have ang Sunday natin, we have we have the weekly tarot reading. Okay, so it's recorded. Tuesdays and Thursdays ang live natin. On Thursday, we go live in our Facebook page. Yan. Okay, just a few more moments. Teka, tingnan natin. Baka may nagbigay naman and nag-submit naman sa ano natin. Okay. Okay. So, okay, it's 11 p.m. All entries calling once, calling twice. Okay, so this is it. We're gonna draw our one lucky winner of 1,000 pesos worth of Abundance Crystal Bracelet, courtesy of Celestial Blue. We have 15 entries right here. And eto na. So we have Roxanne Barce, Rain Zafra, Carlo Buan, Maricel Baluyot, Jeffrey Del Rosario, Antigulio, Chat Rodrin, Lariel Garcia, Alia Villanueva, Francis Pasana, Abigail Enriquez, Suzette Damasco, Annalyn Alcala, Raquel Regaza, and Rezelin Calma. One of you will win one amazing prize for tonight. So eto na. Eto na yung entry natin. So here we go. Okay, one lucky winner of Celestial Blue Crystal Bracelet. Abundance yan. Okay, and our lucky winner for tonight is... Ayan na, up. Congratulations, Alia Villanueva. You are the winner of our session for tonight. Crystal bracelet, 1,000 pesos worth of crystal bracelet, courtesy of Celestial Blue, Alia Villanueva. And again, nanalo ka na for tonight's session. You still have a chance to win our workshop passes at the end of our monthly draw. So please stay tuned. But for now, by the way, Alia, please message me offline natin so that I can confirm how to send you. But for tonight, thank you so much, everybody, for joining. I'm full of love and gratitude because of your love and support. Maraming salamat po. Again, please watch the weekly tarot reading after this. Naku, napakaganda ng energies natin. But for tonight, thank you so much for joining this meaningful night with me. Namaskaram, everyone. Have a great week ahead. Maraming salamat. And I'll see you all Thursday. Have a great night. Thank you din. O, di ba? Lucky. Siyempre, sobrang lucky. Sa mga hindi na next Thursday, miracle ulit tayo. Good night, everybody. Namaskaram. See you. Salamat.